Right, another 90's Marvel comic review. Today we're looking at Darkhawk issue 5 from the first series. Darkhawk is a tech-based hero. This is who is Portal. Now, essentially, this Darkhawk, who they have brought back, is Chris Powell. His father was a police officer, hence why I'm wearing a bobby cap, who was killed. But he found this medallion that lets him trade places, lets him switch his organic body for a robotic body and become the Darkhawk, a robotic superhero. Recently, apparently, it's the first time he took off his helmet, and well, found about the robotic that the body is actually a robot. You can only switch places when concentrating. Yeah. I think one of those is his brother, and I think those were his two brothers. Yeah, apparently his mother is gonna testify, so there's actually a hitman after them. This comes to a head later. And there's this guy called St. Johnny, a local bum, and he knows stuff about the Darkhawk, but he kind of plays the part of, if you remember the cartoon Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeon Master was always very cryptic with his stuff. That's sort of how St. Johnny is. Kind of the wise old sage, but you don't really know the advice till later. So anyways, Chris, and who I'm assuming are his brother, it's the first issue I've ever read, along with the mother, are going to the museum. And suddenly they're attacked by a hitman. Our hero, Chris, tries to stop the shot and ends up getting shot. He decides he's got to go after him, so he switches into his Darkhawk persona, essentially a Marvel version of a Power Ranger. Though Darkhawk actually appeared before the Power Rangers actually came to America. I'm sure the Sentai was actually out long before this. And then Portal bursts through, looking very... I'm a Green Ranger fan, and to me, this would have made Portal and Darkhawk would make some awesome Legends figures. And he's got a very Green Ranger look. I would love to have figures both of them, honestly. Very 90's, let me tell you. Yeah, apparently Portal's been like traveling through this land. He won't even let Darkhawk talk. He just automatically assumes Darkhawk is the enemy. Portal's kind of like this war machine type guy. When they take off the mask, he finds out that, unlike him, he didn't switch brain to the robot. He's actually wearing the physical armor. I want to read this. It just talks about the local Comic-Con stuff, supposedly written by Aunt May, but we find out that he didn't heal. Yeah, apparently past times he's actually healed, but this time he didn't. And this time it shows you where Portal had been before. And it tells you what's going on, and also that you expect the next issue, which I do have. It's Darkhawk, Captain America, Daredevil, and the UFOs. So yeah, in case you don't know, the UFOs are villains that basically recreated the Fantastic Four's origin. Now these guys knew exactly what they were going into and are pure villains from the get-go. They were saved by Bruce Banner and are primarily antagonist foes of, I believe, mainly the Hulk. I don't think they've actually ever fought the FF, even though they specifically recreated their powers. They have different powers, but they mainly recreated their accident. Overall, a good issue. I really enjoyed it. 5 out of 5. Maybe at some point we'll look into issue 6. I have 2 issues from volumes 1 and I believe volume 2. I'll have to look, but yeah. So, overall, really enjoyed it. 5 out of 5. I would definitely recommend checking out this series. I have looked into the modern Darkhawk series, so I don't know if it's any good. I also checked out the modern Sleepwalker series. It was advertising that. I've heard that the original Sleepwalker series is actually pretty good, but I don't know if the modern one's any good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This got a 5 out of 5 from me. Comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new. Until next time, true believers. Later days.